So here at the costume shop at the headquarters of Cirque Du Soleil Montreal, we have about 250 people working in the shops. So it's basically where we develop and build what people see on stage but never get to understand what's behind. It happens here. What you see here is basically we have raw material that we use for the costumes. Some last a month, some last 5 years. We have roughly 18 to 19 shows in operation right now. And on every show there's an average of 60 looks, 60 whole looks, but some of them are single looks, some of them you have a vast group. You see here the colors and the textures of what's on stage. There's a uniqueness to the costumes that we build and design, and there's a number of factors for that. For one, there's a designer who designed that costume for a specific character on the show. You can't find that elsewhere. We have a dye shop with chemists, so we can dye the fabric. We can silk screen the fabric, which is an age-old technique. We have digital printing, which is cutting-edge technology. We have hand painting. We can burn it, layer it, add thicknesses, demolish the fabric. We do all sorts of things to make it into what we wish it to be on stage. So there's about 1,300 artists right now at Cirque du Soleil. We used to have about 5,000 heads. We used to make them in plaster, which was a terrifying experience for the artists, because they had to spend 2 hours with the stuff on their head. Now we have 3D scanners. We scan their head and we print them so that somebody whose head is gone, that the artist is somewhere in Australia, but we still have the head here to do the hat, so there's a perfect fit. So we have thousands and thousands and thousands of this information. So we're currently in our 3D shop, where we print everything from prototypes for costume components, to props, to components of mock-ups for set design, to acrobatic prototypes. So basically it gives us a language, a vocabulary to do things we've never been able to do before. Roughly, we have about 15,000 items a year that transit through here, an item being a pair of shoes, a shirt, a hat. So they transit through either as raw material or as finished goods going towards the shows. So a roll of fabric that's going to turn into a costume later on. So we have to package it in a way that it goes to the show, survives the ride over there, and then when the show receives it, they open it and say, this is what we needed today, and we can put it on the artist on stage. So all these different spaces on 3 floors of the building, it's a huge group of people with lots of passion.